Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing well. Going to do a different type of video today. I realized that before I got into case knives completely, I collected just random pocket knives, and a lot of them I could get when I didn't have a lot of money, and I would get them off eBay fairly cheap, or I would get them in a lot. And you get, several knives at one time, so you get to open and look. Some are old. Some of these I found at like antique shops. I just thought they were cool. So as I started looking and started collecting case knives, I realized a bunch of these patterns off brand, if you will, are the same pattern as case knives. So I was going to kind of show you some of the off-brand knives I got. Some are pretty cool. Some probably aren't that great. Some are pretty old. So it's kind of just cool to compare and look and see the impact, that Case has had and other companies trying to copy and do what they do. Obviously not the same quality or the same brand, but the same idea. So I was kind of looking at my collection. I've got a few of these. I'm going to use some of my case knives to kind of, if I have that same pattern, just to kind of show you the similarity and why I called it that. But like I said, I'll show you these. I have several of them, so we'll get right into it. All right, guys, so we'll start off with the one that I have the most of that are similar to a Case brand. This is a Case knife. This is my white synthetic trapper. So I'm going to compare from that one. This first one I'm going to show you it's a Roper is the brand. I found this at a thrift store. I think I paid $10 for it. I talked to a knife guy, he said it's probably worth $30. This knife is super well constructed. It's in like a yellow bone. You see the Roper brand right there, if it'll let focus. But you can see it's just like a trapper. It's got the big clip blade, got the spay blade. Really a nice knife. It's kind of what made me start actually. I had this before I had my first trapper, even before I even knew it was a trapper. It's just really nice. I really like it. It's a good one for sure. And then this next one is a Rough Rider, and I have several Rough Riders. This one's interesting. I think I got this one off eBay. It's in rose gold. You can look at that and see those blades are rose gold. Rough Rider makes a lot of knives off copying other patterns. Just kind of interesting. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. You look on eBay at that time when I was just looking for just to collect knives, right? And then the last one, this is the same size as a trapper, same version of a clip blade and their version of a spay blade. This is Game Winner, which is Academy's brand, which is a sporting goods store. I think there are a lot of places, but this is Game Winner. This is probably a $15 knife at Academy. So definitely not a Case, but definitely in that pattern. So those are the trappers or similar that I have. The next one I'll do is kind of a stretch probably. But this is the Mini Copper Lock. Once again, it's my white synthetic Case, Mini Copper Lock. I found this one. I got this one in a lot of several knives. It's got that, that turtle shell fake. I think that it's also a Rough Rider. So, I mean, it's fairly sharp. It's a decent knife, but it's got the lock back. So I call this a Mini Copper Lock because if you look at them, they're about the same size. I just love the influence that Case has had on other knife brands. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is, here's my white synthetic Peanut. Again, right, so I'm just kind of using it as a model. And this one actually has 3 blades. And I can't actually read. It's Elk Ridge. It says right here on the blade. On this one feels like a pretty tight little knife too. It's got a 3rd blade on it too, but it's about the same size as that Peanut. So a good little knife to carry in your pocket, or something like that. So I've got that one. Then this next knife is also a very, very good copy, and there's not one marking on it. But so here's my Case Barlow and the jigged bone, the navy blue. Super famous, nice old vault pattern knife. This knife doesn't have one marking on it. You can't tell it's not a brand knife. It just says Barlow on it. That's the only marking that I could find. If anybody knows what this is, please feel free to drop it in the comments. But this knife is super tight. It's got a good weight to it. It's a nice yellow synthetic. It's really nice. I mean, you wouldn't know it's not a Barlow, a Case, except it just says Barlow right here. instead of case like on this one. So that one's pretty cool. Okay, the next 3 or 4, I don't have case knives to compare them to. But I got this one in a lot. It's real old and dirty and it's not in the best shape. But this is a medium toothpick. It's called the Old Dog. And you can see it's got that toothpick curl kind of to it. It's got that one singular blade. But this knife's pretty old, and I can't make out the right here on it's all worn down, so I can't tell you what brand it is. But I got that at a lot on eBay, I believe. It's kind of cool. The next one, this is the same version as a doctor's knife, and it's got a tiny little inscription on there with looks like a dove or something. But a doctor's knife which is a case pattern, which I'm actually looking for, a vault pattern from Case. Pretty cool older knife. It's actually still pretty sharp. So kind of cool. The next one is a canoe. This one's by Rough Rider again. But you can see this is the canoe pattern from Case. Pretty solid little knife here. I think they did a pretty good job on this one. I mean, it's obviously not Case, but it's kind of their version. And this last one was kind of hard to find. Like, it's not a common. I looked at it for a minute, and the closest I can call it, and I got this as an antique shop. I think I paid $15 for it. Is a Trapper HT, because it's got that clip blade and it's actually got a pin blade on it. I'm not sure that's what it would match up to the best. I feel like I've seen this shape before, and it's a little small to be the Trapper, but I just thought it was a cool knife, so I'd show it to you anyways. And this one is also, this one's a Ridge Runner. You can see right there. It's actually a pretty cool little knife. I like this purple bone. I don't have anything like that. So, like I said, these don't get displayed much. I just kind of have them, but I thought they were pretty cool.